Hey guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order video. Today I wanted to talk about my initial thoughts on the boss battles that we have seen so far and what makes me so excited about them. Anyways, before I get into all the interesting stuff, I just want to say a massive shout out to all of my current channel members. You guys show so much love and are a massive support to the channel, and your contributions not only through channel memberships but also in streams is amazing, so thank you guys so much. And an even bigger shout out to channel members Kevin Ben Solo and Admiral Roadrunner for being a part of the Sith Lord ranked channel members. Anyways, getting into the boss fights for Jedi Fallen Order, the thing that has me most excited for this game is of course the boss battles. Jedi Fallen Order, if you didn't know already, is a single player action adventure game set following the events of Order 66, so right off the bat we know we are going to be up for some awesome boss fights. Our main character Cal Kestis is a former Jedi Padawan who escaped the Empire's purge of the Jedi and went into hiding, but now they are looking for him. As we know from other pieces of Star Wars canon, the Inquisitorius was tasked with hunting down the Jedi, and we know they're going to take up at least 2 of the boss fights in the game, being both the 9th and the 2nd sisters. We have gameplay footage of the 9th sister courtesy of EA and Respawn from their last event, and she looks like she is going to be a tricky fight. Something I love from what we've seen so far is how different each boss battle is going to be, and how you have to be aware of different threats when fighting different enemies. The 9th sister, while large in size, is still quite agile. She also has the ability to throw that helicopter lightsaber around, which you are going to have to think quick and be able to dodge. I think each boss battle being different will make each fight a lot of fun, and we're going to have to adapt to who we are fighting, which I can imagine will be extremely difficult for those of us that are planning on playing through on the highest difficulty settings. Myself, I'll probably play on the 2nd highest difficulty setting first to get through the story, and then I'll look to step it up and go into the harder settings after completing it once. Now, being a Star Wars game, of course we had to have our lightsaber matchups, and I did mention the 9th sister just before, and of course we are going to be fighting the 2nd sister as well at some point, but I'm really hoping that throughout the game we get more of the Inquisitors show up, which I would love to find out that Respawn is just trying to keep a secret from us. But in saying this, we have multiple other types of boss battles that we will come across in the game. The first one worth mentioning is of course the Purge Trooper, again a melee combat opponent wielding some kind of electro staff, and yes, this is the black and red guy that you've been seeing floating around the internet with all of the Jedi Fallen Order stuff. He's part of the pre-order bonus where you get the little figurine. He's also been shown in some gameplay which I'll have on screen for you guys, and he's going to be extremely quick and agile and will also have the ability to cause a decent amount of damage. I feel as though this battle will be more tactical than those of the bigger and slower enemies, but I don't think it's going to be one of our main boss fights. I think it's just kind of, you may have to take on a couple of these guys throughout the game, and they're probably not going to be anywhere near on the level of the Inquisitors or some of the other big bads we're going to come up against. Speaking of the bigger enemies, let's take a look at this fight with what looks to be Shrek's big ugly cousin on steroids. That's right, this thing is hideous, but all jokes aside, it is no joke. It may be slow, but it causes a ton of damage when connecting and will require a lot of movement from the player. This creature can not only attack with its arms, but it will bound itself towards you, attempt to trample you, and also try to charge you with its stomach. This fight looks like it's going to be quite difficult based on the pure fact that its body takes up most of the area you're actually going to be fighting in, so you have little room to move, so you really have to time your rolls well. Getting out of the way is going to be much more difficult than some of the other fights, and you're just going to have really good timing. This battle will be a challenge, but I really like again that Respawn have mixed it up into each fight being a different playstyle, so it doesn't feel like we're just doing the same hack and slash fight on every enemy that you come across. Some other enemies that you will encounter include the KX series security droid, which yes is the same series as K2SO from Rogue One, but no, it's not the same droid. And also we're going to be coming across what looks to be some kind of sentinel, and this one has me extremely interested. He's a large enemy that seems to be moving very slowly, however he does shoot some form of energy from his body as his way of attacking. This can be fired at you in a lot of different forms and directions, so again it's going to keep you on your toes during this fight. Something else I really like about this enemy is that you can give him the I love you 3000 smackdown and knock his Tony Stark looking chest piece through his chest and out his back, leaving him vulnerable for a good combination of attacks. This again separates one enemy from another and helps to avoid feeling like you're repeating the same fight, and this is where you're going to cause most of your damage against this one. So obviously the more you can push that chest piece out, the more damage you're going to be able to do and the easier this fight will be. The other thing that I think is interesting about this enemy is being like that kind of sentinel. It's obviously guarding something, and I feel like there's some kind of temple once you get through this fight that you are going to be able to go into, maybe get some upgrades or some some new knowledge or something in the game that's going to help you, and this seems like exactly the type of thing that this enemy would be protecting. So I'm interested to get into that fight, finish him off, and then get onto the next area to see what it holds. So overall, I really think that every fight in this game is going to be unique. From saber duels to fighting large creatures or dodging enemy charges that are being shot at you, it all has me really hyped. I do hope we get to fight more of the Inquisitors than just the 9th and 2nd sister. Personally, I would love to see an endgame boss be like the Grand Inquisitor or even Darth Vader, and I know that's getting my hopes up for now, but that is all we have at this point. It would be great to find out that Respawn is just trying to hide this for us to avoid spoilers for everyone. That would be a wicked way to end the game, and I would absolutely love to come up against one of those two at the end of Jedi Fallen Order. Now, we are just 8 days away from the release of the game at the time of recording this video, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I will of course be streaming it as soon as I can, so make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and turn on all of the notifications if you want to be alerted for my first gameplay of Jedi Fallen Order, as well as more videos in the future. But with all of that said, I am going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smack a big thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and may the Force be with you always.